the company wants to create for subnet. To determine how many bits need to be borrowed from the host portion, we ask the formula to n less than number of subnets, where n is the number of borrowed bits. In the case to n less than 4, the smallest value of n that satisfies this equation is n equals 2. Since 22 equals 4. Therefore, we need to tomorrow to bits from the host portion. The initial network address is 192.168.10 0 or 24. The default subnet max for a class C network in 255.255.255.0, which in binary notation is this is formula. We borrow 2 bits from the host portion, the last 8 bits, so the first 2 bits of the host portion now become part of the network address. After that, converting back to that decimal notation, we get the new subnet max. The initial number of host bits was 8. We have borrowed 2 bits for subnetting. So, the remaining number of host bits per subnet is 8 less 2 equals 6 bits. The total number of IP address per subnet is 2 number of host bits equals 26 equals 16.4. Within each subnet, there are 2 addresses that cannot be used for host, the network address and the broadcast address. Therefore, the number of valid host IP address per subnet is 16.4 less 2 equals 16.2. Thus, there are 16.2 valid host IP address available per subnet. Okay, next. C. The initial network address is 192.168.10.0. We will change the last 2 bits of the last octet according to the possible binary combination. This is subnet 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Therefore, the network IDs for the 4 subnets are this is issue. Okay. So
A. To support at least 20 hosts per subnet, we need to find the smallest number of the host bits, h, such that 2h minus 2 more than 20. So we need 5 host bits, since the original network is 20. 4. It has 8 host bits. We need to borrow 8 minus 5 equals 3 bits for the network's portion. The original subnet mask is 255.255.255.0. By borrowing 3 bits, we are setting the first 3 bits of the last octet to 1. Converting this binary to decimal, we get 255.255.255.224. B. We borrow 3 bits for subnetting. The number of subnet we can create is 2 number of borrow bits equals 23 equals 8. Therefore, we can create 8 subnet with this subnet mask. C. With a subnet mask of 255.255.255.224, the block size for each subnet is 28 minus 3 equals 25 equals 32. The network's IDS will increment by 32. Therefore, the range of usable IP addresses for the first two subnets are
A 110.115.88. So for the binary is, and B 12741618. So for the binary is, and last number C 201244432, and for the binary is
A. So the dotted decimal notation is D. So the dotted decimal notation is C. So the dotted decimal notation is done.
for A 130345412. Since the 130 falls within the range of 128 until 199, this IP address belongs to class B. B, the IP address is 234.2.1. Since 200 falls within the range of 192 until 223, the IP address belongs to class C. And then for C, the address is 245.34.2.8. Since 245 falls within the range of 240 until 254, this IP address belongs to class E.
Okay guys, A belongs to class A, B belongs to class D, and C belongs to class.
So the difference between router and switch, first of all, switch, it operates primarily at layer 2, data link layer of the OSI model. And then it forwards data based on MAC address of device connected to its port. And then it creates a MAC address table to learn the MAC address associated with each of its port. And the router, first, it operates primarily in layer 3, network layer of the OSI model. It forwards data packet based on IP address and maintains a routing table that contains information about different network and the best path to reach them. Number 2, you cannot directly determine a local interface MAC address just by knowing its IP address. MAC address operates at layer 2, local network, while IP address operates at layer 3, network layer, which can span multiple local networks. However, if the IP address belongs to a different device on the same local network, you can use a protocol called Address Resolution Protocol, or ARP, to find its MAC address.